If you film event highlights or you'd like to learn more about filming events, this video is for you. My name is George Nix, and I own a business called Lakeshore Video based in Northwest Indiana. And we filmed an event for Charbria and Louis Shine. And this was like a dinner and live music event. And I'm going to show you over here. It was at the Dean and Barbara White Center in Merrillville, Indiana. And I just want to kind of go through the behind the scenes, how I filmed it, what were the deliverables, everything. So basically, they had like a choreographed dance section, and that was like the whole like deliverable for the long form. And then they wanted a highlight, so like a 1 minute highlight for just hyping it up for next year. This was actually going on next door. This was like a UFC event. I was just filming a little bit of behind the scenes because I thought it was neat that they were doing this event next door. I was like, dang, I wish I was filming that because that seems like a lot of fun. So maybe, hey, if you know anybody in the UFC or whatever, reach out to me. I can do multicam live streaming. So I specialize in that. 6 cameras, 8 cameras, 6 wireless cameras and 2 wired cameras. So I can do up to 8 cameras. But this was the actual event that I was filming. So they had a band playing on stage, you could see here, and it was a decent number of people. A bunch of people showed up. That's the little Soul Train photo booth area. And, there's me. And let's see what else we got here. So you can see I'm just going handheld with all of this, and that's actually on top of the camera there. That is a battery bank. So this just provides, it's like a battery sled for those NPF batteries, those Sony NPF batteries. And it provides PD out, which is power delivery, which means it's like a certain amount of wattage or something like that. Just it's enough power to keep the camera going all day. So I like to do that when I'm doing these kind of events because I don't want to have a big V-mount battery on it, because you'll see in a second why that is. But I'm walking around basically with 2 cameras. I got, these are both Lumix S5s. I shoot on the Lumix S1R2 now. This was back in 2023, just because I'm so far behind on posting my behind the scenes content that, it's back in 23. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going to go through, and I have so much to post. So I'm like, why not just start back there? And that's just because I stay too busy with my business to like keep up with this stuff. So we got the Lumix S5 with the 85 millimeter lens. And then we have another Lumix S5 with a 35 millimeter lens. And those are both f1.8, which is great for something like this where it's super low light. That's really why I do it, because I mean, I don't like using gimbals personally. It hurts my back, and I feel like I get better coverage when I have this kind of combo, because like on a gimbal, I'd have to use like a 24 to 70 f2.8, and that's not like, I mean, it's going to get a little bit off when you zoom in and stuff, and it's still not really like good enough for this type of low light. Like, it's really dark in this room. So that's why I just go handheld for these types of events, and pretty much all events, unless the client specifically requests a gimbal. And even then, I kind of tell them like, that's not really my style of shooting. I do a little parallax movement, so I just kind of rotate around my subject like that, using, you know, some hip movement, and that tends to work out pretty good. And so I do 35, 85 because I got my 35 for my wide, 85 for my tight, and it's just a really great combo. Oh, there you can see. So I use this almost like a photographer. So I use a dual camera strap, and this actually almost kind of looks like it's some sort of flash or something on top of the camera, like a photographer. But no, when I'm doing video, I just put the battery up there, and that's so specifically so that I can have those cameras down at my sides while I'm walking around, so I can pull up 35, and then like I want to get a tight shot, drop that one, pull up 85, got my 85. So that's why I do these shots like that, or do these types of shoots like that. I can just like be very quick and efficient with 35, 85 while having f1.8 is like amazing for low light. So there's a 50. I have 3 Lumix S5s, so I think the 50 was capturing the stage while I was going around just grabbing different shots for the highlight edit. So the 50 was doing the full stage edit, and again, battery sled, just because it's easy. I do have V-mount batteries for my newer cameras, the S9, and the 2 S1R2s, but and also the G9 too. But specifically for like these cameras, and even if I was using the S1R2, I have a battery grip for that, so I just bought like extra batteries, and I can hot swap out those batteries and stuff. So the batteries are pretty cheap these days for this stuff. It's like $30 for 2 of them. So I just bring like 8 batteries or something nowadays. But back then, it was like, it just made more sense to put the battery set on top for long form events because I didn't have a battery grip to hot swap it. So by doing this, I can hot swap them, because it's got the internal battery and then it's got the NPF on top. So it just allows me to hot swap batteries without having the battery grip on it. And hot swap, I just mean like I can swap a battery while it's recording. So let's see here. We have, and see, even at f1.8, I was at ISO 4000. So that tells you how dark it was in there. That's honestly crazy. And this was at 30 frames per second. So shutter of 1/60. And it looks like I was at 5600 Kelvin, which I match all my cameras. It doesn't, like, if it's off a little, you can fix that in post. But for these colored lights like this, I typically tend to just do 5600 Kelvin for it. Partially because sometimes you will go into another area and there's sunlight coming in, but I mean, also because I just think it looks to my eye how it looked while you were there. But when it comes to like colored lights like this, you can shift that a little bit either way, just to your own taste, as long as you're not like trying to be true to life colors. So let's move on here. That's just another shot. You can see, I was at 8000 ISO and that was still underexposed at f1.8. So I boosted it in post and it's fine because these cameras, honestly, Vlog is so good. You can boost this stuff in post and you're fine. So I think I was shooting Vlog. Yeah, Vlog. So let's keep moving on. Oh yeah, so I was doing using the F3, the Zoom F3 for my audio, and this was just coming straight out of the boards. And the Zoom F3, I love it because it does 32-bit float audio. So basically, you are able to get clean audio, like regardless of how loud they're going to be. So like I don't have to set the levels. I just plug it in, hit record, it's good to go. I only have to select whether it's line level or mic level. It looks like in this case it was line level. A lot of boards put it out at line level. But basically it can't peak because it's 32-bit float, which is awesome. So this is just another shot of the room. You can see they were dancing up front here while the band's playing in the back. And then, yeah, some more shots of that. Oh, and then we'll get to the exports. So here was the long form. Yeah, long form. And she just specifically wanted this one dance long form. So everything else was just for the highlight edit. And I believe I gave her all the raw clips on top of giving her the highlight edit. And so yeah, this was pretty cool. I did their dances and it was like 70s, soul train style. So it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really neat thing. Charbria is really good at this type of stuff, just like coming up with choreography and plays. She does all kinds of stuff. I've filmed several of her plays. Dr. Love is coming up in October. If you want to check it out, it'll be at Westside High School in Gary, Indiana. And that will be at, I think, 4 p.m. on October 18th. So we'll see you there. I'll be filming it. um, so yeah, we got that. That was awesome. So we just filmed that, and then here's like the little highlight edit. I did like a 2.5 minute edit. I don't want to put the music on because I think it's copyrighted music. And you can't quite see the whole thing because it's too wide for this split screen. Actually, maybe I'll go to 2/3 screen, then you can see a little more. But yeah, this band was awesome too. They're killing it. But yeah, it's, all these shots are pretty stable, I'd say. Just doing my little parallax moves and stuff like that. And you can see I got the wide shot and the tight shot. And nowadays, I might start using, because I got a 20-60 f2.8, and I might start using that more for events. But this one in particular, it was so dark that I really couldn't have gotten away with a 2.8. So I got that new 20-60 2.8 that Lumix makes. This was awesome. They did the whole Soul Train thing where they were going, they got a line of people and they're all dancing down the middle. I thought that was so cool. Probably a lot of them kind of brought back memories because it was like a bit of an older crowd, but that kind of makes sense for, the style. But there's young people there too. Oh, that's Reggie Foster, I think. And he's a really good saxophonist. And then they had all these cool, booths to buy things. So I kind of wanted to highlight the vendors a little bit too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can see like I'm getting movement in all my shots, and the Lumix stabilization is just so good. And now the Lumix S1R stabilization is even better than this, which is crazy. This is like, I don't know, 5.5 stops of stabilization, whereas the S1R2 has what is it, 8 stops of stabilization. So it's crazy just how stabilized the new cameras are. And it has like this stabilization that you can add onto it. It's wild. I can literally get gimbal like shots now, just handheld. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. And that's it. Basically, that was the whole thing. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I shot that and just talk about it a little bit. And if you want to, attend any of these things, go check out Charbria Shine. Can't remember what her website is. Actually, I could look it up real quick and let you know. Charbria Shine. I guess it's just charbriashine.com. Yeah. So let me bring this up so you guys can see. So yeah, charbriashine.com. She does all kinds of cool stuff. So go check her out. All kinds of cool events in Northwest Indiana. A lot of them are like in Merrillville or Gary, and you see Dr. Love coming up. I filmed the Single Woman Chronicles twice actually, because they were like 5 years apart. But it's a really good stage play, so I definitely suggest checking that out. But yeah, October 18th, go check that out. West Side Theater Guild, Gary, Indiana. No children under the age of 5. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to be posting more behind the scenes because I want to try and get back on the posting things, because I feel like I'll fade into obscurity if I don't post. I'm so bad at posting on social media. But my name is George Nix, and if you guys want to hire a videographer, I do events and interviews. That's kind of my specialty: events, interviews, podcasts, things like that. And it's all marketing stuff. So check it out. And most of my work tends to be in Chicago or Northwest Indiana. I do a lot more in Chicago, but I also fly all over the country. So this year I've been all over the place. I can't even think right now. Too many places to count. But yeah, I'll fly out anywhere if you guys got the budgets. So just let me know. And until next time, this has been Lakeshore Video. You guys take it easy.